Hey guys, how's it going? Big Dope 7 back here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we're going to have Travis Wood on the mound. He's had a rough go of it with a lack of run support, but pitched well. With the exception of his last game, he went out there and he didn't do too well against the Pirates. But he's hoping to turn it around today against Homer Bailey and the Reds. Bailey this year 1-0 with a 1.71 ERA. Last time out, kicked our butts. To say the least. Almost no hit us in that game. So hopefully today we can muster up a little bit more. We did do better against Mike Leake the last time out, and then we got the Reds bullpen in it, and we wiped the floor clean with them, beating them 6-1 last game. At one point thought it was going to be a closer game than that, and was going to have the bullpen come in and get Rondon another save. But that was not to be, as Javier Baez blasted 2 homers in that game, driving in 3, and ended up being the player of the game, and rightfully so. I believe he was player of the game that game. We're close to getting some of our injured guys back. As you can see, Mike Olt only has 1 to 2 weeks left, and on here you can see he's got 1 more day left on the DL time, the 15-day disabled this time. But we're going to have to throw him back on the 15-day DL because he won't be ready, and I'm not going to take up a roster spot with Olt and have him not be able to play. Montero, on the other hand, still a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks out. Still kind of hurt because he's tied for our home run lead currently. Yeah, so, and then now we are sitting 6.5 games back, still 3 games under 500, trying to make a rebound after having that really tough series with the Pirates. It really kind of, it just kind of hurt. We lost 2 consecutive walk-offs in that series at the end of it, but trying to bounce back, as you can kind of see down here too. A few little highlighted things. We are second in strikeouts. We haven't played, everybody else has, so that will change as long as Wood has a decent game. Base on balls we're allowed, we're second in the league, we're second on home runs allowed. So our pitching's doing great, but our offense is the thing that's been kind of holding us back. So hopefully our offense can continue what happened yesterday and get us another win today. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game now. We're going to wear the gray unis again. It's kind of their good luck there. We got 3 hot pitchers right now. Lester Arrieta and Hamill. Hamill, as you saw last game, had 12 strikeouts and he pitched 6 2/3 innings. Wish I could have gotten him to go a little bit longer, but they were fighting off too many pitches against him, so kind of drove up his pitch count, made him tired, and I had to end up pulling him in lieu for Phil Koch. But we're going to start Travis Wood. Jorge Soler, I think we're going to give Soler the day off. He's played well lately, but we need to give him a day off here and there. So he's going to go ahead and take the day off. We're going to have DeNorfia play there. And probably, actually, we're going to bet Starlin Castro up there, and DeNorfia is going to go behind Baez. Castillo had the day off yesterday, so he's going to be in the lineup today. Baez is supposed to be in the day off. I actually might give him the day off. And move. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put we'll put Tommy LaStella there, give LaStella his 2nd consecutive start this year. Actually, LaStella's going to bat up there. Castro's going to stay in the 6th hole, and then we got Addison Russell bringing up the bottom of the lineup there. Hopefully, we can get some more good things from him. He had the day off yesterday. So let's go ahead and I believe this game actually got rained out. We're actually going to make it rain just because kind of keep it true to what the actual conditions were during this game. And we're going to go ahead and get it started. I'm going to hand it out to Matt, Steve, and Eric for the call, and I'll be back after the game, guys.
For the 3rd time in the last 5 years, and their hero, Madison Bumgarner. Pointed right at the first baseman, and that's an easy play. Oh, he missed him. How in the world did that happen?
That is extreme agility by a former.
First pitch is moments away in Cincinnati. The Cubs and Reds are next. afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American Ballpark here in Cincinnati. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Maddon will line them up like this. They'll match up against a man who added a second no-hitter to his resume in 2013, hard-throwing right-hander Homer Bailey. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Dexter Fowler will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
Ready now on 1-1. Now this is lined into left field, a base hit, so he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single.
Yeah, he's all over this pitch. You see it right here. Lines it into left field. Now they've got a man on to start the ball game.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That average for him sitting at 345. Still without a home run and 3 driven in. A runner at first with no outs here. The next pitch. And there he goes towards second. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Well, not exactly what he wanted to do right here, I'm sure, but with the runner moving, no shot at second base to get him, so they're going to move a guy into scoring position here with just 1 away.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Here comes the 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Here's the 1-1. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. Ball 2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
2-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Chris Bryant will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Now here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
The 1-0. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. He's set. Now the pitch. 2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
He's ready now. The pitch. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
Yeah.
Here comes the 1-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Cubs lead it 1-0. Now the starting lineup for Cincinnati in this one. Travis Wood will get the ball to pitch against these guys, and he'll be given the task of really focusing on keeping these guys off the base paths. That means to be successful, he's got to focus on keeping the ball in the strike zone and avoiding the unnecessary walks. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Billy Hamilton will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Now the 1-2. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. And a rather easy first out. A look there at our scouting report. We already know about the cutter. We saw it right there. But here's the rest of the arsenal that we'll see heading forward. Christopher Negron will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Here's the first offering. And that's taken for strike one. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking.
Oh, and hold that thought as this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Should result in extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Yeah, I think this was a changeup that just hung a little bit too much in the strike zone. Let's take another look at it here. Normally, you want this thing to sort of run out of steam and dip on its way out of the zone. But he starts this one up a little bit too high. And to be honest, he's pretty lucky that this one stayed in the ballpark.
In is Joey Votto now, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Bryant is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch and he really has no business swinging at. That becomes a very easy out.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Pause, now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
He's set, now the pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this will be fouled away. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now another 2-2. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Fowler is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Reds lead 1. They're down 1-0. Starlin Castro will stand in for the first time now, and he's been hot as a firecracker of late, and he's seen that average shoot up quite a bit these past 8 ball games. Now here's the first pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Well, Anytime you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Chris Denorfia will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. First pitch coming. And this is hit well towards the hole. Well into the outfield turf as he makes the stop. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that could really pay off later in the game.
Travis Wood steps in now. First pitch on the way. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Now the pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. And now a pitch on the way. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
We've mentioned before that this guy can handle the bat, and he proves it right here with a solid base hit.
Addison Russell will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First offering on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard, caught by Frazier at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Cubs strand 1. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Marlon Byrd will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Left fielder, Marlon Byrd.
First pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 on the way. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Think he would have liked a green light there. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Boy, good change of speeds there. Had him fooled, and from 2-0, it's back to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here he comes on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
3-2, here it is. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 3-2 one more time. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Brian Pena will get his first opportunity now. First pitch coming. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
And that's the one thing about lefties that throw a lot of curves and changeups. You're normally going to give your third baseman a pretty good workout down there. But he's able to gobble this one up and make the play at first.
Brennan Bosch will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And the pitch.
Here we go.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Here's the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 coming. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Dexter Fowler.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2. Two-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
No rushing.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here he comes, 3-1. In there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Full count pitch on its way. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. The next 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, a 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
If he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. The pitch. down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
The 1-2 with 1 away. Swing and a line drive. Whoa, but that's just self-defense as he spears it for the out.
Strikeout and a soft liner here. He's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now here it comes. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stand. Here it comes. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. His club trails 1-0. Zach Cozart will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And here's the first pitch. Chopper foul. And now a pitch on the way. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, 2 things actually. 1, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and 2, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Stepping in now, Homer Bailey, and he pops up the bunt attempt, and he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first out. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1. Hard hit towards center. Fowler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds go down quietly. They trail this one 1-0. Chris Bryant will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Fielder, Chris Bryant.
Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Wellington Castillo will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time.
guys, turn 2.
First pitch coming. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Under it is Bird as he takes it for out number 1. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Starlin Castro will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Bosch back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
This is a tough read for an outfielder off the bat because the ball's taken the other way and deep. He makes up the difference quickly and is able to range back into the corner and make the play.
In now, Chris Denorfio. And a ball 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Now the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Bailey with a look at first. Runner back safely.
Let's go,
1-1 on the way. In the air to right center. Bosch is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. Christopher Negron will start things off here for Cincinnati with Joey Votto to follow next.
Christopher Negron.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. This is foul right side. Here's another 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Here's the payoff pitch. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Joey Votto will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
From the stretch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Here comes another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out. Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Todd Frazier will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that will end up a foul ball. From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded, foul. Has a look, now the pitch. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's the lefty's offering on 1-2, and he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled back. Now another 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Marlon Byrd will dig in. He popped out his first time. Here's the first offering. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. 1-0. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. It remains 1-0. Travis Wood will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
First pitch coming. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Votto is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the 5th.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Addison
Russell will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Now the pitch. And he has to fight this one off as it's hit on the ground. Throw gets him 2 down.
Well, he really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here's the 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Come on, 1-1 pitch on the way. And this is popped up near second base. Cozart got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Brian Pena will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First offering on the way. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1. And the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here's the pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. One, 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, 2 straight fastballs in on the hands. They haven't produced a strikeout. So now 2-2. You've got a few options here.
The 2-2 coming. Into right center, and they'll get a man aboard to start the inning. That's a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Brennan Bosch will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch to him. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Denorfia has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The shortstop, number 2,
Zach Cozart will try it again. He was hit by a pitch his first time. First pitch on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Comes set, now the pitch. He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, look at this. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. but that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Standing in now, Homer Bailey. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's ready, now the pitch. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
He waits, now the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
The 1-2. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Here's another 1-2. Fouled straight back. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
He's set, now the pitch. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here, still 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Billy Hamilton. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5.
Let's go, Cincy!
And here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Comes set, now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
A big pitch here, 1-2. Got him. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Tommy La Stella will stand in now to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
La Stella.
Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. That's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Anthony Rizzo will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Low with the splitter, ball 1.
And guys, I think the heavy stuff has arrived. This has got to be as hard as we've seen all afternoon.
1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-0. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Into the box, Chris Bryant, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. The pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back to back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the minds, every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Stop! Patrick Jr.
1-0 on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Christopher Negron will start things off here for Cincinnati, with Joey Votto to follow next.
Christopher Negron.
First pitch coming. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Joey Votto will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now it's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. The 2-0 on the way. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Todd Frazier will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he shoots this back into center field for a base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Marlon Byrd standing in as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Here's the 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. 2 out with the man at first. Now the 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Here's the 2-1 now to Byrd. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds lead 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Starlin Castro will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Now the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now here it comes. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. And the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
If you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these two guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Stepping in now, Chris Denorfio. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Travis Wood will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Addison Russell will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for a strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And he is in there. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Brian Pena will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And taken in out there for the first out. Brennan Bosch will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But this is foul for the first strike. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Zach Kozart will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Now, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And now a pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And they'll try to keep crowding him in, but this pitch misses as well. It's 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Here comes a 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Reds are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Burke Badenhop will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 25, Burke Badenhop. Now playing right field and batting in the 9th spot,
Dexter Fowler will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Hamilton is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Tommy La Stella will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch to him. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Anthony Rizzo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch on the way. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. Here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. And there is Jay Bruce. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Right fielder, Jay
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Phil Koch is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Phil Koch.
Jay Bruce will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Jay Bruce.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now the pitch. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Billy Hamilton will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And here's the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, and it's a good one to the right side. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Definitely a higher degree of difficulty on this play when you're playing on the wet surface. But it's an excellent job to barehand that ball, make sure you've got a good grip, and then fire to first for the out.
Pedro Strop will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Pedro Strop.
Christopher Negron will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Here's the first offering. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch now. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Bryant is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 2-0. Chris Bryant will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Chris Bryant.
First pitch coming. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Got him on his front foot. It's 0-2. Now here it comes. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Oh boy, that is a very tough, very dangerous play down there at third. He's got to keep focused on the baseball somehow, but he's also got the business end of that broken bat headed right at him. So that's a nice job to sidestep the danger and then get the out at first.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Pitch on the way. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here it comes. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. First pitch coming. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And it's gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
With the bottom of the ninth still to come, any little bit helps. Although there's nothing little about this swing. That was a bomb, and it pushes the lead up to 3 now here in the top half.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the box now, Chris Denorfia, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Now the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. Bird is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's 3-0 Chicago. Joey Votto will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 56, Hector Rondon.
Joey Votto will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in, right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
The pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Todd Frazier will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Now the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the 1-1. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here. And now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Marlon Byrd is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Now here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here comes the 2-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 now to Bird. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And this should be a challenge here with a 3-run lead.
Here he comes on 3-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it, really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 3-0. So long from Cincy.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 7 hits.
All right, guys, we were able to get another win today. We shut out the Cincinnati Reds this time. Instead of giving up 1 run, we gave up no runs. And Travis Wood pitched an absolutely phenomenal game to finally get his first win of the year, and hand Homer Bailey his first loss of the year. Bailey had pitched really well as well. I mean, he's made a couple mistakes. The RBI single for Kris Bryant, and then the solo homer from Anthony Rizzo sealed it for him, sealed his fate, and that was really good to see Rizzo get a hold of one. He hadn't gotten a hold of one since the Pittsburgh series. I believe the last game of the Pittsburgh series, he hit a home run. But it's good to see his bat finally start to get going. Kris Bryant having a little bit of a rough time, striking out way too much, but he's young. That's what we're going to have to live with for a little while. But he's definitely getting the timely hits that we need when we need them. So he'll continue to start unless something changes, whether he gets hurt or whatever. But as you can see here in the schedule, look at all these losses during the week. I haven't won Monday through Thursday at all this season, whereas the weekends, God, weekends have been good to me. What am I? 8-1 right now? No, not 8-1. 7-1. 7-1 right now on the weekend, and 9 during the week. So yeah, I wish it could be the weekend every day. But next time we're gonna come back and we're gonna try and see if we can sweep the Cincinnati series with Kyle Hendricks on the mound, going against Anthony DeSclafani. And then right after that, we'll be heading back to Wrigley for 3 with the Pirates. And then finish up that homestand against the Brew Crew. The 3 against the Brew Crew on the weekend. Hopefully they can cool down a little bit. I believe they won 13 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they have won 13 in a row, and they are 14-1 in the division, routing the rest of the division here. The Cardinals are the closest team. They're 5.5 out, with me not too far behind at 6 out. I'm only half game behind the Cardinals. Every team in my division under 500, with the exception of the Brewers. That's not hard to understand, considering they've just been beating the crap out of everybody. And the only people they've played is our division. So, yeah, I'm the only team I think that they haven't played. So we'll see if in the next week if we can cool down those Brewers. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Big Dope 7. If you guys like us, what me and King Rouse do here on Twitch, be sure to follow us at Life of Rouse Sports Gaming, and on YouTube at Life of Rouse Sports Gaming Network. All games are archived there. And be sure to catch King Rouse's NBA 2K15 playoffs on his Twitch channel, King Rouse 21 here on Twitch. And then also don't forget to check out our friends over at Cherry Weevil Gaming. Lots of cool videos over there, so be sure to check those out as well. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys keep it real.